So we've talked about the building of it and what it is today. What do you foresee coming next for CCWomen? And what do you see for women in the industry in general, Sandy?
Yeah, loaded question there because for me, I envision a future where women in general, but also women specifically in customer contact, hold more leadership positions and they aren't afraid to speak up or talk about their accomplishments. And they don't have this fake barrier of like imposter syndrome or the glass ceiling. I understand it's like a construct that's been made, but I really hope that like in the future, we don't have to talk about imposter syndrome. Women don't have to talk about that and question whether they deserve it or if they're valuable to a company or talk about breaking the glass ceiling ever again. I think we are so smart. We have so many resources at hand here. And I just want to make sure that women are confident, they believe themselves, and their all of their strengths and all of the different valuable components that they bring to the table. And I really want us to realize the potential that we have. I know that's like the perfect world for me. And I feel like that's the future that I would love to see. And also too, that we are not afraid to ask for things. I know we shy away. We're like, no, we don't have to talk about this. It's not a big deal, but let's talk about things. Let's be very open and candid because without having these conversations, we're just not going to progress. Like people are not going to know that it's a problem or that it's something that we need to work on. So I think also too, in the same sense, like more women in tech, more women in STEM. I've heard horror stories about women in tech, which is unfortunate. But I wish that in the future, we are at a place where women are celebrated. They know their worth. I think that's so important. You know your worth and you're not afraid to go for that promotion or ask for that salary raise or do what you know is right for your company and speaking up in that sense. And I think that CCWomen would be a part of that every step in making sure that women achieve this future, whether it is continuing to build this space for women wherever we need that space or supporting women where they need the support, celebrating women, finding solutions together, and just sharing opportunities with other women as well too. So I want to make sure that with this future, this perfect future in mind for women, that CCWomen is there actively to help women achieve their goals, whatever they may look like, whatever it may be. I just want CCWomen to be like, know that we have resources, we have guides, we have the people to help women progress, and where we have more leadership positions in globally, not just in the US, not just in the customer contact world, but just globally as well too, that women are valued and they are compensated properly. And we are here to make sure that we also lift other women up too and raise other women up with us.
Your passion behind it, you're going to move mountains and you have us to help. And I have no doubt that this is what we're going to see in our lifetime.
I
Yeah,
hope so. Yes, I
absolutely.
really hope so.
Okay. What are you most looking forward to in the next 3 months of your life?
Oh gosh, that is another loaded question because as the joke is, there's always another CCW event. we always joke about that, and it's true. So we do have CCW Nashville coming up. We do have a wonderful lineup of speakers, and where we talk about self-compassion, which we definitely need more of. And then we're going to end the day for the CCWomen Summit with some line dancing. So that's a little fun activity for all of us. I'm really excited to continue to share the word of CCWomen, like who we are and what we do. And just for the next 3 months, I hope that we're able to spread the awareness of CCWomen so that women are just aware that we are here. And then we do a good job of making sure we welcome those women, men, and allies into our community. So still a lot of work to do in the next 3 months, but excited for all of the events, all of the different webinars that we have coming up as well too. So still a busy end of the year for us, but thrilled that we can provide all of these different events and resources for everyone out there.
Awesome. Okay, 2 last questions. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the show that you binge watch and you don't want anybody to know that you're doing it because it's just a little dark or, something? Go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
I'll fess up. I'll admit.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, I'll admit. I just finished watching Love is Blind UK edition, and I binged it like in a day. And I got nothing done. And I just felt a little off when I did it. And yet I'm willing to admit I did it and I enjoyed it.
Okay, well, great answer, because that's actually my answer too, but the US edition. So we have so a little bit of I don't know if my husband wants to share this, but so Mark and I, my husband and I, we actually love Love is Blind. It is all the right amounts of guilty pleasure, trashy, but also at the same time, like, no, like you don't have to think about it. So we've been obsessed with every season. And the ritual that we have is we actually bought the glasses from Love is with the gold goblets. So we have the gold goblets that we use while we watch. And we actually have, it gets worse. We actually have a bracket.
A bracket. It does get worse. Okay.
Yeah. So like as soon as they all propose, we have a bracket of like if they'll continue, if they'll say yes or no. And then we also have like if they do say yes, do they break up afterwards? And during that time period, both of us were not allowed to like look up social media things related to Love is Blind. So we have to block all of that out. So that's the guilty pleasure. And now now our next guilty pleasure right now is The Golden Bachelorette.
Okay. So
have
you watched the Love is Blind UK edition? I have to ask. Okay.
No.
So it totally changed my mind about Love is Blind, by the way.
Okay.
It has a whole different, ready for this word, a whole different level of class to it in the UK. Yes.
Is it because of the accents?
It could be. It could be. Yeah. Okay. One last question, I promise you. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, of course.
Tell me the one business term that if you could just nix it from the world, nobody would ever use this piece of business jargon again. One word, a phrase, something.
DEIA initiatives.
Okay. All right. You just want it gone?
Our company is pledging to, I don't know, DEI initiatives. I think it's a farce for a hot take. But the reason why I say that, if I'm allowed to give a reasoning, is I think maybe it's because I'm like a double whammy of like diversity. I'm an Asian woman, I'm a minority, all of that. Great. But it's DEI is like very deeply rooted. Like it's a deeper issue than just like, we're going to have these ERGs or we're going to celebrate like AAPI month. But it's like a deeper rooted issue where like companies really have to understand what's going on here. It's not just like a one-time thing where like, we're going to support, good example, Black Lives Matter. During that time, every company was like, we're going to support, we're going to do the blackout, the Black Lives Matter. But then like afterwards, nothing came from it. It wasn't consistent. So as much as I love companies recognizing that they need DEIA initiatives or, they need a whole department for this. Yeah, they do. But people forget that it's like a constant thing. Like I'm not Asian and I'm not a woman just one day. Like it's like it's my entire being. So I wish that word or that initiative that people have or, talk about is out the door. And it's a more consistent thing. I don't have the answers, but that really does grind my gears, Judi.
Okay. Okay. And now I understand why Love is Blind pulls you away and you can sink into that, right? I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hot take. Sorry, everybody.
No, it's perfect. Sandy, you have been a pleasure. And I just, again, thank you. If somebody wants to know more about CC Women, do your shameless plug before we sign off. How do they?
Amazing. Please go to customercontactwomen.com. That's our wonderful, beautiful website. Please follow us on LinkedIn. Just look up CC Women. And then on Instagram as well, too. It's at CC Women Strong. Instagram is a little fun because it's not all educational resources. It's a lot of behind the scenes. And you see what the team is up to and what we're doing in general as well, too. So please come join us, come to an event as well too, and just check us out. We do have a lot of fun, I promise you. And it's not all serious and it's not all buttoned up business. So please do join us if you're able to do so.
I think we just gave them a taste of what it could be like.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
you've either encouraged them or discouraged them. It could go either way. Yeah.
You're right.
Thank you so much, Sandy.
Thank
It's
you,
been
Judy. It
all
was
right.
wonderful. Thank you for having me and I appreciate it.